Greetings and welcome to I Am Powered by Love. I'm Demi, and I want to welcome you and thank you for tuning in, and all your support and love is just so amazing and so great, and I'm just so honored to be with you today. And today's reading is, of course, for my dear ones, my twin flames. You know, I know the story, live the story, am the story. So I have a special passion for twin flames because it is the most dynamic relationship organized by the universe. And there's just so much involved in it because one, the union itself is about a joint life mission that's a pretty larger than life type of mission. And the other part is that the meeting is the instant of the beginning of the awakening for the two to go into their own healing journey. And as the evolution of the soul progresses throughout that, there's the magnetic pull that keeps pulling you back. And when you're not healed and when you're not prepared to unite as one, and that unity means being able to merge as one soul, being able to become the other person and the other person be ready to become you, and then harness the energies and the power and the gifts and abilities so that the completion of your purpose be fulfilled together. And then, of course, with the healing and the work that you do independently, you forge a very beautiful relationship. But so it just to give you just, I'm sure if you're a twin, you've probably Googled everything up under the sun about it. And, twin flames are just like, twins. When they're born, they're one single cell split into two. And there's a contract and a lot of things that go into the soul contract of a twin that have to be worked out in order for that union to be fulfilled and united in oneness. And so I want to continue to encourage twins, whether you are the runner and you're the runner, or you're the chaser. Those two energies don't have to be a divine masculine and a divine feminine. However, either counterpart, whether you're the divine masculine, your goal in life and every human being on the planet is the law of gender. It's a universal law that we all have to be a part of, but yours is way more dynamic because there comes this magnetic pull towards the other person, and that other person is supposed to draw you in and also to push you to become your greatest version of yourself. So it's a wonderful relationship, and the same, with the divine feminine. The feminine is also supposed to merge in self as one in oneself to engender the masculine, and in so doing, you will begin to walk into your fullness as individuals, divine feminine, divine masculine, and then the merging of the two will be so much easier and so much more compatible. So I'm talking about the runners and chasers and what to expect in 2020. And I want to continue that flow. I did say there was a part two, and this is part of the part two. So come to find out, there's a 3-part series in this. So I know the other video was inverted. I'm so sorry. It's really worth watching. Please take some time and turn the video around so you can watch it. But I hope this one does come out so much better. So this part here is we're talking about What is it that you need to do to anchor your soul? Because your soul also needs to be anchored in, someone's got to be the polarity. Someone's got to raise the vibration, your soul healing, in order to create the tether movement of the runner. Because the runner will then swirl around you. And if you've ever seen the tether ball, smack the pole, then they're just running in a circle, right? They're just on a carousel, and they think they're enjoying life, and they're just up and down, and they're listening to the music on the carousel, and they're like, yeah, hey, I'm cool, and they still feel the pull, and the pull from you is the elevation of your vibration, holding resonance in that vibration. So you've got to be the power forward. You've got to be the quarterback. You've got to be the number one source of power between you. Your movement through your spiritual journey creates a stronger tether to start pulling that other person towards their journey. Not just necessarily to you, because you've got to be prepared as well, but also they have to be feeling the healing that their journey is allowing them to. And so we're going to take a look at that. Now, I took some time here to pre-shuffle, so not to take up as so much time. And this is a pretty nice stack of cards here. So we're going to go through these unlooked at. And so what do you need to do to bring your twin back? Get them into alignment with their highest self so they can merge with you. And we're looking at the seat card. So I'm going to slide this over here because we got quite a few cards coming. So here is the new chapter for you. Is that solitude? Is that, to me, this is saying, and I'm hearing also, it's time to go within. It's time to really find that place in yourself, the things that bring you joy, the things that you've forgotten about yourself, and the things that you haven't even become aware of that you love in life. It's time to light up your soul and to go inward now. This is the time of the inward journey, beginning here, the 2020, to really, 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 really go deep within. And the things that have been keeping you from doing and going there, there's the busyness of life, and it's hard to focus on myself, and I don't know how to meditate, but going within in your journey is going to be so important so that you can anchor. Yep. This union needs to be founded on genuine love, and genuine love isn't, although you feel, trust me now, you meet your twin and you're just like, oh my God, I just love you. We've known each other forever. It just feels right. But you also have to learn and develop love of self. And that comes in the healing and the releasing and the clearing out of the old beliefs about yourself. So here we see, and I love this card, I'm going to show it to you. We're seeing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And this is you. And this is everyone's goal, and so much more for the twin flames. Because if you want that reconnection, if you want to really reel that person back in, you've got to be the stable pole. You've got to be cemented so much deeply in yourself that it just draws them to you organically. So finding that place in you that lights up your soul, that brings you endless joy, that space in you that's creative, that space in you where, and some of you are noticing and becoming aware that you have gifts and abilities, and You want to be a healer, a reader yourself, or you're starting to see dreams. Yeah, this is that inner control. It's finding that place, seeing that place, envisioning that place, and going to such a depth within that now you're beginning to leave the old beliefs of who you thought you were, because who you thought you were isn't who you are, and what you've done and who they say you are isn't who you are. You're not the things you did. You're not your job. You're not the relationship. You are not the twin. You are you. And when you start controlling the flow of your feelings, controlling the vision, controlling your thoughts in love, your love for yourself, you'll be able to shift your focus. Wow, that's so crazy. Wow, you'll be able to shift your focus into you, inward. This is an inside job. And anyone who says a twin flame isn't an inside job, they have really missed the mark, because it's all about what you do. And when you have a strong runner, a dominant runner, and say the dominant runner is the male, the masculine divine, he may not even be awakened. This may not have even awoken him, yet. The shift of his consciousness may not have occurred. And also, by the way, you don't have to be a male atomically or a female atomically. Divine feminine and divine masculine can present itself in any form, in any fashion. So, a lot of people ask me, can there be gay? Can there be lesbian twins? Absolutely. Energy is energy. So, someone will embody the yin and someone will absolutely be the yang. That's just the way it is. There's a receiver and there's a giver, and that's just how the energy works. So, yes. You'll be able to shift your focus. And when you can shift your focus onto you, then you'll be able to then be in control. You will literally be in control of the pull. This one is, I didn't show you this. Let me back up. This is the change your focus. I don't know how well you can see that. And hold it there for just a second. Changing your focus is going to be so important, because you too, I was just saying, I could hear it so clear. Some of you have know that you are healers. You're seeking it, whether it's massage, body workers, whether you're going into coaching practices, or whether you're, working with other people, giving and teaching what you've learned about yourself and how you've built your self-confidence, how you've risen your vibration from stress, worry, and struggle and feeling alone and empty to feeling more complete, to being more whole. These are things that everyone can benefit from. And this is exactly where you are. Wow. Listen. Raise your hands. Raise your hands out there if this is you. Can you hear your twin when they're thinking about you? Can you feel them when they're thinking about you? I have my twin and I, we have telepathy with one another. So, when my twin is thinking of me, wanting me to call, and by the way, we're together, but we're kind of in a long distance relationship because of the job he has. So it keeps him away from home for longer periods of time, which really sucks, but it's also really great at the same time. I'm just telling you. But anyway, it keeps him away from home, and so we move telepathically a lot. And so during the day or in the evening, when he's thinking of me, he just has to think a really strong thought. And so listening is a big part of any relationship, communication, but can you hear and feel one another? And is your connection so strong and so loving and genuine and authentic that you can feel when they're giving you a hug or thinking about holding you, or when they're thinking and imagining kissing you or just being with you? These types of things, when you start sharpening your listening in the control of yourself, you will be able to then start hearing your own guides speaking, because you have guides and you have angels and your ancestors. They have messages, but then your higher self is talking to you, and guess what? Your higher self is also guiding you on these instructions of what to do to stop your twin from running. So the listening, the stillness here, and the finding the love of yourself, these two go together with listening, by the way, because you have to be still enough to hear yourself from within. Share the love. Sharing the love, sharing your love, yourself, with others who are equally as deserving of your time, your focus. And when you're giving that love, you're also creating space for the love that you want in your life with your twin. Wow, this is my favorite. This is my twin card. It's called Balance. We were just talking about that. You know, I could hear it so clear. They're telling me to tell you yet again that the vibration, the law, one of the major laws of the universe is the law of gender, and the balance between divine feminine, divine masculine are to be harnessed for everyone. Big lesson in the twins, and this year is the year for you to start working that part of your balance. Indeed, nurture yourself, nurture the balance, spend time developing the passions that they're asking you to go within and look at here with the Seek card. This kind of reminds me of like a Hermit card, you know, but nurturing yourself, seeing yourself grow and expand into glory, into light, you know, being effervescent in joy and peace, and having bliss exude from within isn't about possession. It isn't about, it's a state of being in the consciousness that comes from clearing out the junk, you know, clearing out the closet, you know, getting to a place where you just are in love with you. And that's, wow. Look at this. The creative chakra. Use your energy there as you're seeking and going within and pulling and finding the love and the joy of yourself. Use your creativity. Let it bubble up. Let it come to you in organic ways, in the way you think and see life. Allow your guidance, allow the nurturing of yourself to be filled with creativity, because that is how you are able to manifest not just a twin, but everything in life comes from creativity, comes from our third eye, being able to envision, you know, having the heart chakra expanded and open, and the flow, you know, of your chakras. Wow, this is almost an exact depiction of chakra flow right here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to bring it up there to you just a little bit. Like I said, this is a big reading, and whoa, we're just getting started here. So, release. This is all they're talking about right now, is releasing. Oh yeah, there you go. Shine, triumph, glory. This is like the wheel of fortune being revitalized. Wow, this is, okay, I just said the words, that's so crazy. new vitality. Look at that, all your chakras lighting up. I love this, the rainbow, the music. We're talking about creativity again. Opportunity. I love this because what this is telling me for you guys is that, you know, when you can change your focus right here, when you can change your focus and start focusing on the love of self, using your chakra, gaining some of the balance that you need, you know, in you, nurturing your heart, your soul, your passions, your joys, the things there's new things that have been popping up, opportunities, success, flowing. That flow, so powerful and dynamic, will reach out to your twin. Your twin will feel it. Well deserved. Success. There's achievement here. So not just in the relationship, not just in the relationship in the twin flame pool, but they're saying when you go after yourself, the universe is not only going to support you, but it's going to dynamically shift you into this great and wonderful position where not only will you be captivated by yourself, but then as you anchor yourself in this new growth, this new flow, I see opportunity, new vitality through releasing, nurturing, spending some time with yourself. All of these things is everything that they're saying, and this is beautiful. This is exactly what you want. You want to be the anchor for your twin. In your work, you're going inward. Your divine work in self is what creates that vortex of a tether ball just going around the pole, and I can see it. It just kind of at one point it just kind of smacks, and it has to, for your twin, the other person, the runner, to get the lesson, to heal themselves. They must at some point hit the polarity, whether they bottom out, or whether their awakening comes through a series of events where they're illuminated. You now being stable, you being now a force of dynamic energy in you. Now you are the one creating the movement of them coming.